Hi everyone, in this video I'll present my Netflix mobile app experience executive dashboard. The purpose of this dashboard is to help Netflix leadership quickly understand customer dissatisfaction in mobile app reviews, identify the main drivers of negative user experience, review model-supported risk signals, and support business decisions about the mobile app experience. This dashboard is designed for a C-suite audience, so it avoids unnecessary technical detail and focuses on clear KPIs, business-readable issue themes, visual summaries, high-risk review examples, and recommended actions. On the left side, there are controls that allow the user to interact with the dashboard. The Upload button is optional. It allows a scored CSV from the analysis notebook to be uploaded if the dashboard needs to be refreshed with new results. For this recording, the dashboard already has the review data loaded, so I do not need to upload anything. The sidebar also includes a rating range filter, a high-risk probability threshold slider, and issue theme filters. These controls allow executives to focus on specific review groups, risk levels, or customer complaint categories. The first section is the executive KPI snapshot. This gives leadership a quick overview of the mobile app review situation. The dashboard shows 4,385 reviews analyzed, an average rating of 2.8 out of 5, a dissatisfied share of 51.3%, a high-risk review share of 49.4%, and an average of 3.04 helpfulness votes. The 4,385 reviews shown here represent the clean review dataset used in the dashboard overall view. This includes valid 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, and 5-star reviews. This is slightly different from the modeling dataset, which used 4,008 reviews. The model excluded neutral 3-star reviews because the classification task was binary, meaning it only learned from clearer dissatisfied reviews, which are 1 and 2 stars, and clearer satisfied reviews, which are 4 and 5 stars. These KPIs are useful because executives can immediately see that this dissatisfaction is not just a small issue in this sample. More than half of the selected reviews are classified as dissatisfied, and almost half are considered high risk based on the probability threshold. The average rating of 2.8 also suggests that customer sentiment in this review sample is mixed to negative, which means mobile app experience should be treated as a customer experience risk area. The second section answers the question, what is driving dissatisfaction? This part of the dashboard translates review text into business-readable issue themes. These themes include content availability, streaming and buffering, payment and subscription, crashes and bugs, login and account access, UX and interface, and downloads or offline viewing. The theme value chart shows how often each issue appears. In the current view, content availability has the highest review count with 695 reviews, followed by streaming and buffering with 478, payment and subscription with 476, and crashes and bugs with 459 reviews. However, volume alone is not enough. The dissatisfaction rate by theme shows which issues are most strongly connected to negative customer experience. Here, login and account access has the highest dissatisfaction rate at 84.13%, followed by payment and subscription at 80.25%, and crashes and bugs at 77.12%. This is important for decision making because the most common issue is not always the most severe issue. Content availability has the highest volume, but login payment and crash-related issues have higher dissatisfaction rates. This means Netflix should not only look at complaint volume, it should also look at how strongly each issue is linked to dissatisfied users. The table below gives more detail by showing each issue theme, review count, share of selected reviews, dissatisfied rate, average rating, and average predicted risk. This makes the dashboard more actionable because leadership can compare both scale and severity. The third section focuses on trend and model risk. The monthly trend chart compares the dissatisfied share with the average predicted risk over time. This helps leadership monitor whether mobile app dissatisfaction is increasing or decreasing across review periods. In the current view, both dissatisfied share and predicted risk trend slightly downward from early May to early June. This is useful because if dissatisfaction increased after a specific app update or product change, the dashboard could help leadership identify that trend quickly. Below that, the predicted dissatisfaction probability distribution shows how the model scores reviews by risk. The vertical dashed line represents the selected high-risk threshold, which is currently set at 0.6 in the sidebar. This threshold is important because it allows leadership to define what counts as high risk. A lower threshold captures more reviews, but may include more false alarms. A higher threshold focuses on the most severe or most confident cases. This makes the dashboard useful as a triage tool rather than just a static report. The fourth section is the Voice of Customer and High Risk Review Explorer. This table shows individual reviews with their score, predicted dissatisfaction probability, review text, and issue theme flags. This is important because executives need both quantitative and qualitative evidence. The charts show the scale of the problem, but the review table shows the actual customer language behind the numbers. For example, the high-risk reviews shown here include very low scores and predicted dissatisfaction probabilities close to 1. Some reviews mention account access, household update problems, interface frustration, device issues, and app usability problems. The theme columns show whether each review is connected to issues such as buffering, streaming, crashes and bugs, login and account access, payment and subscription, downloads, or content availability. This helps Netflix move from general sentiment tracking to specific review triage. Instead of manually reading thousands of reviews, teams can filter and focus on high-risk reviews connected to the issue area they own. There's also a note that the model driver file is not found. That simply means the optional coefficient-based driver file was not loaded into the dashboard. The dashboard still works because it still shows KPIs, themes, predicted risk, and high-risk review examples. For executive communication, the most important outputs are still available. The final section provides recommended executive actions based on the dashboard results. The first recommendation is to treat login and account access as the leading experience risk area in the selected data view. It has the highest dissatisfaction rate, so Netflix should assign a product owner and monitor whether fixes reduce negative reviews over time. The second recommendation is to investigate payment and subscription as a secondary driver. This issue has both high review volume and a high dissatisfaction rate, which means it may be affecting customer trust and subscription experience. The third recommendation is to use the high risk probability threshold as a triage cue, not as proof of churn. The model identifies reviews that look risky based on review text and metadata, but it does not prove that a specific user will cancel. The fourth recommendation is to connect these review themes to internal Netflix telemetry, such as crash logs, buffering events, app version, operating system, device type, support tickets, and actual cancellations. This would make future analysis stronger and allow Netflix to move from dissatisfaction monitoring to true churn risk prediction. The dashboard's strengths are that it provides clear KPIs, business-readable issue themes, interactive filters, model and risk integration, and executive recommendations. It's easy to navigate and directly connected to decision-making. The main limitations are that public reviews are not the same as churn labels, reviewers may be biased toward extreme opinions, and some complaints may reflect pricing or content concerns as well as app usability. Because of this, the dashboard should be used as an early warning and decision support tool, not as a final churn prediction system. To conclude, this dashboard helps Netflix executives quickly understand mobile app dissatisfaction, identify the most important issue themes, monitor risk trends, inspect high-risk customer feedback, and prioritize actions that can improve the mobile app experience and support customer retention. Thank you.